Ever wonder how healthcare data is organized so efficiently? That is where OpenEMPI comes into play. Hi, today I'm going to explore the automation of OpenEMPI 4.0 on Unis, and it's going to be an exciting journey. First, let's quickly navigate to OpenEMPI website. OpenEMPI. Yeah, perfect. As you can see, OpenEMPI is an open source extensible master patient index system. Basically, it is designed for the integration and management of patient identity information across healthcare organization. And from here, they have a pretty straightforward definition of it and a friendly analogy. I wanted to think of OpenEMPI as a librarian. So just as a librarian organizes and manages books, OpenEMPI organizes patient information, making sure everything is in its right place. Uh, in this video tutorial, I'm going to show you um, two ways on how you can install and provision this OpenEMPI. First will be we're going to use a manual approach. So basically, we will start by manually installing OpenEMPI. This is kind of like you learning to drive a car using a manual transmission, and then we will shift gear to automate deployment using AWS CloudFormation. So we're going to use AWS CloudFormation. And just in case you're wondering what is an AWS CloudFormation, basically it's a service, it's a managed service provided that helps you automate the setup of your Amazon Web Service resources. So resources or services like EC2 instance, database, Elastic Beanstalk, code commit, code build. Yeah, you can spin these instances up using AWS CloudFormation. It's very powerful too. It's like Terraform. All right, so let's begin. So if you, at the time of this recording, the current version of OpenEMPI is 4.3, and unfortunately, if you make an attempt to download it, you would you'll find out that they have 3.5.0. So the 4 point this version 4.3.1 is not updated. Yeah. So the closest version that we'll use would be 4.0, and I found that here from this guide they provided an Amazon machine image. Yeah, so this is what we base our installation from. Yeah, so with that being said, so let's start. So first I'll just navigate to my EC2 instance. And from here launch instance. As a matter of fact, I'm going to specify the name. I want you to pay attention here because all these steps we are going to automate it very soon. So this will be OpenEMPI, and the application and OS images. So we're going to search for OpenEMPI. So make sure that you are in a North Virginia region, otherwise you won't find this image provided by OpenEMPI. So I'm going to search, click on the community tab here, Yeah, as you can see, they have two images available for us to choose from. So they have the deterministic matching and the probabilistic and matching. So for now, I'll just go with the deterministic matching. Select. Yeah, so next we need to select choose our instance type, and I'll be going with instead of this free tier eligible, I'll be going with this 2T small with 2 GB memory. Yeah, so yeah, you have to create a new key pair, but I've already done that, so I'll choose from the one that I've created before. Yeah, so the for the network, yeah, for now we allow SSH traffic from anywhere, and we're gonna get into this very soon. So yeah, the storage will be 8 GB of RAM, and I think that is it. So that's all we need to do for now. So launch. Yeah, so whilst this is launching, I want to quickly talk about the architecture of OpenEMPI. So the architecture. Basically, OpenEMPI architecture uses two databases. So a relational database for storing configuration, security, and audition information, and a graph database called OpenDB for storing the called data. So an everyday comparison, it is like having two assistants. So one keeps track of your meetings and emails, which is the relational database, and the other manages your contacts and relationship, which is the graph database. Graph database is very powerful. And in version 4.0, OpenEMPI switches to H2 SQL for relational database part. So they are using H2 SQL database. But bear in mind that this is intensively used for testing purposes. But as a result of that, I want to our scenario will be our manual setup would be for production scenario. Yeah, so in that case, we're going to provision an and a Postgres. So using RDS. Yeah, as a matter of fact, let's just quickly do that now. Uh, Search from here, RDS. Yeah, create database. And so we're using a Postgres. So pay attention to these as well because it's very important. We are going to automate this process very soon. And yeah, the ng version we use the latest. Yeah, so for now we're in dev, but of course in production, make sure your template is production and single DB instance. So yeah, this would be open EMPI. Yeah, DB. Yeah, for the master user, I'm going to use Postgres, and for the password, Postgres. Pay attention to these because this is what we're going to automate using CloudFormation. Yeah, we're going to choose from the boss table classes. Yeah, so we leave this default. So you can see you can select from. Yeah, they have different instance you can choose from here. Yeah, for the storage, I'll go with 40 GB. And connectivity, which is very important. So we want to connect one is EC2 instance. So the one that we have provisioned already, which is this. Pay note to this ID, hence with 5017. So if you go to, yeah, let's just go to our console, EC2. And yeah, so Yeah, this is it. So this is the instance that is up and running. So the instance state is in a running state now. So 5017. So this instance will be able to connect to our Postgres database. Yeah. So what next? Okay, automated setup, which is fine. Public access known. Yeah, of course, we need to specify the security group. So from here, you find out that our security group is Launch Wizard 1, which is automatically created for us. So we're gonna choose that, and as well the default one. And what next? Yeah, password authentication. So we're gonna turn off monitor. We don't need it for now. Yeah, and that is it. So this step we are going to automate it very soon. So create database. As you know, creating a database takes some time. Yeah, so now I'm gonna cancel this. So the status is creating. So whilst this is going on, I want to walk you through the manual setup. So instead of using the provided AMI from OpenEMPI, yeah. So for now, we can quickly test this out. If you go to, if we copy this, paste, and I think from the blog post. Yeah, they have a very nice description. Yeah, we can just copy this and paste it here. Yeah. And unfortunately, nothing will happen because this port is not opened. So we need to do that. So from here, you can click on the security group. Yeah, the one we are interested in is this launch wizard one, and the inbound rules. So edit. Yeah, we just need to add a custom. This will be, as you know, 8080 from anywhere in the world. Yeah, save. Yeah, and that's it. So for now, this will work. Okay, let me see what we have. The public address, then yeah, perfect. Now we can just quickly log in. And that is it. So now we have our OpenEMPI up and running. So now you can go ahead and feed in, load your patient data and start making use of it. Yeah, fine. So this is it up and running. So now this is fine for testing purposes, but if you want to run it in production, we need to segregate the database. So in this case, we have already our Postgres is open. Of course, is in creating state now. Yeah, so we're going to see how to, of course, switch the H2 database to this Postgres. And doing that is relatively very simple from the resources. Yeah, from resources. Yeah, in here they provide a guide, which is the documentation on how to install it. So from here, installation of a software release, then distribution. Yeah, 4.0. So this is how you install it manually. Though supposing they have the current version here, we would have just downloaded and followed this guide here. But unfortunately, the one that is currently available is 3.5.0. Yeah, so this is how you install it. It's very simple, relatively very simple to do. But since we are using Postgres, we want to use Postgres. So this is what we need to do. So we need to issue this command. Yeah, first we need to log into our instance. So to this instance, so I just need to copy this IP address, and then I'm going to clear this, change directory to where I have my key. Yeah, my key pair, where is it? I have already downloaded this, so I have it here. So I'm going to SSH. So I want to specify the key, OpenEMPI key. Yeah, so the username to log in is OpenEMPI. Then you need to paste in the IP address. How do I know from here? If from this guide, you isn't here. If you take a look, if you read through this, you'll find out that the one of the username to log in is OpenEMPI, and of course you can still log in with the root. All right, so now I think I need to press on enter. Yeah, yes. Then the password is OpenEMPI. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so now for this, we need to, of course, update our instance. Yeah, and I'm going to pass the Y flag to accept everything by default. Yeah, OpenEMPI. All right, fine. So next, we need to install the Postgres client. So we don't need to install the the server, the Postgres server, because we already have our RDS, our Postgres running in here. So yeah, so we just need a few of these. Yeah, we don't need the PG admin for now. We need the client. We need the client to connect to the server, but we don't need the server, which is this. Yeah, so by default we need to accept everything. Yeah, -y. Perfect. So now we can proceed with this. So now we need to log in to our Postgres. So I'll just quickly copy this command from here. Yeah, let me paste it here, and we need to, let's wait. Okay, good. So our Postgres status is available now. So I'm going to click on this and copy the endpoints, which is very important. Yeah, in here I need to replace it with replace. Yeah, copy and paste. Yeah, the password is Postgres. Yeah, so next we need to create a role first. Yeah, but this we'll have to issue a different command. So instead of just creating role like this, I need to copy this. Similar command, but a little bit different. Yeah, so it's the same thing. So we are creating a role, open EMPI with login password. So this is the password, and we are granting this role to be able to create a database, create a role as well valid or until infinity. Yeah, so that is it. So I'm gonna press the enter. So role created. So now we need to grant our default super user. So this user by default is provided because the Postgres provided by AWS is a managed database. So we need to grant our RDS super user to OpenEMPI. And next we need to grant our OpenEMPI to Postgres as well. Yeah, so of course this is what I'm just I'm doing now. So now we can start creating the database. We can just let me copy this and paste this here. Yeah, basically these are very simple SQL commands. So create database, which is OpenEMPI with encoding. Then the owner is OpenEMPI with connection limit -1, which is unlimited connection. So you can connect this role, or this user can connect to this database unlimited. Yeah, fine. So what do we have next? So now we need to, of course, log in with the new role. So I need to exit this. Sorry, exit. Yeah, clear this. But before that, we need to change directory to the config. So to do that, cd to systemnet, yeah, to open, then config. So yeah, so in here we have this script here, which we need to run. Or the script is in this directory, like your OpenEMPI /config. So these are the script. So I'm gonna clear this, but first we need to log in to use the role that we created. So we have to log into it first. Yeah, again I'm gonna copy this command. Easier for me to do it here. Copy the endpoint. We have these. Fine. All right. Now we can go ahead and start running this command. Yeah, but before then, let me exit. Yeah, where is it? Where's my exit from here. Um, yeah, that ls-la. All right, so we're gonna run this command as well. This update script. Of course, is here. The instruction is here. So now we need to again log into our database using the role we created. Open EMPI. Yeah, fine. So now I'll start issuing these commands. Fine. Next. Yeah, all this process we are going to automate it very soon. Don't worry. And this. Fine. Yeah, so we need to run this command as well. So just need to copy this. So yeah, I think what do we have here? This is kind of very lengthy, so I'm gonna want to yeah, is it from here? Yeah, and ls-la. Yeah, I'm gonna log in again. Open EMPI. Yeah, so now we're gonna start issuing this command. So you can just copy from here. Yeah, so we have the first one is 3.1.0. Yeah, next is 2. Then the other one we have 3, 4, then 5, 6, and we have 4. Yeah, fine. So now we can just quickly exit from here. All right. So with that, it's time for us to make some changes. So um, in here, if you list what we have here, we can sudo use vim to open these JDBC properties. Yeah, now we need to change. Yeah, as you can see now, the driver that they are using is this H2 driver. So first we need to, let's quickly take a backup of these. And I just want to take a backup. So it's okay. Let me just clear this and yeah, fine. So next we need to copy the. If I should cut what we have in this in here, so we need to copy this content. Yeah, because here they have they're using the Postgres driver, so we need to copy whatever we have in here. So whatever we have in, where is it? Yeah, in here we need to copy to this. Yeah, so this is the command how to do it. Okay, yeah, fine. So if I should cut jdb dot properties, yeah, so now it's replaced with this. Yeah, so now this is what we need to do. We need to, of course, update this. Instead of using localhost, we're going to use our endpoint as well. So that is quite easy to do. I think I have to, yeah, let me put this a little bit here. Yeah, so we can have some room to, and just copy the endpoint. So we have this endpoint here. So sudo vim jd dot property. Yeah, so just need to change the URL. Instead of localhost, now we're using our remote database. Paste this here. And of course, we need to specify the ports, which is 5432. Yeah, this is it here, the ports. Yeah, so we have already created this database, so which is fine. Yeah, I think that is it. So that is all we need to do. So the username is OpenEMPI, then the password OpenEMPI. So we created it then when we issued this when we created this role with a password and the database as well. Yeah, so that is it. So now I can save this, and from these, if you try it, we need to restart the services as well. So we need to stop the service, which is the server. So if you stop, immediately it stops, so you won't be able to access these. Yeah, as you can see, it's in stop state. It stops, so now we just need to start it. So here will be start. Yeah. Now let's see if we reload these. Yeah, whilst this is the trying to reload, there's one thing we need to do. Otherwise, if we try to log in now, it will fail. Yeah, as you can see, it failed. So when I poke around the log, I find out that, of course, it's not here in the documentation, do because the documentation is quite a little bit poor, poor. So I had to figure it out. So what we need to do is that we need to copy the Postgres driver to our library directory. Yeah, that's what we need to do. So we need to change directory to yeah ls.la. This whole step will be automated, so you don't have to do this. So to the library, and as you can see, we don't have it here. So we need to copy it. So I'll just quickly um, there is the command. I'm trying to look at it here. Yeah, so this is it. We just copy it from here. Yeah, so we issue the copy command. So we are copying it from the OpenEMPI entity, then the version, lib, Postgres. This is what we are copying to this directory, this current directory. Yeah, and again, of course, we need to stop and start the server, the local server. Yeah, so let's just confirm it. Yeah, stop, and we need to start it. And we can quickly check the log here. Open. Okay, I need to logs. So I'm gonna cut these sudo cut. Let's check what we have here in the log. Yeah, I think it's up and running. Yeah, all right. Now we can log in, and yeah, as you can see, we have successfully logged in. So, but this time we are using our Postgres database. Yeah, so that is it. So this is the manual process. So this manual process from what we did and all those copying, so is what we're going to automate now. So to do that is, of course, is relatively simple do, but you really need to have knowledge about AWS Cloud Formation. So in order for me not to reinvent the wheel, I'll just go ahead and explain it, and yeah, then we can create our stack. Yeah, so now I can gracefully delete these, so don't need it. delete me. Yeah, and at the same time we also need to delete these systems. Just terminate it. Yeah, terminate. Alright, so now I'm going to open my CloudFormation. So whilst this is opening, so I want to take my time to walk you through this. So I've already automated this for you guys, so you don't have to do it. So I'll provide this YAML file for you to download. And again, it's very simple. So to use AWS CloudFormation to provision resources, they have a well documented documentation for it in order for you to do it. So first, the most important thing here is this: resources section. Yeah, this is what is the most important thing in this YAML file when creating your template. Yeah, here as you can see, I have a description of what we're creating. As a matter of fact, you need to specify the version. Yeah, this is not a tutorial for how to use CloudFormation, so I'll just be fast. And now we have this parameter. You remember at the time of creating the instance, we specify uh, the name of the instance, the type of the machine, the image as well. So that's what is going on here. So we have these parameters here for to select the type of the virtual machine that you want to set up. And the AMI ID, we have this here. So I provide an option for you to select. And of course, the key, the DB master. You remember at the time of creating the Postgres, we specify these, and the size as well. And of course, the OpenEMPI rule and username and password. We need to specify it as well. And our security group, which will be created, and of course we open the port 8080. And so for the instance type, yeah, we've referenced the instance type, which of course will be selected from these. And for the key as well, the security group. Yeah, so yeah, this is where the script. So this is a batch script. So you remember the step that we took, which is we update, we set up our client, we run few commands. Yeah, so that's the same thing that's going on here. So but this, we are using a bash script to achieve it. So yeah, of course we are, yeah, you saw me when I type in this command, install the Postgres client, change directory. So those minor process, we are just automating it. So we retrieve the host, the DB admin user, the password, the row user, the password, and the DB as well. So that will be, we will take it from those parameters. And here we're just waiting. We're using until network card to, then we're specifying using this flag Z to specify the host with the port. So as soon as the Postgres is available, yeah, so we'll move on. Yeah, we connect to it, so we create the role. So these are all the same command. If you have time, you can go through it. And we create the database. We of course exit from it. And of course, you remember whilst we are running this manually. So these are you run it with bash script. Yeah, and that is it. So the output, of course, we are creating a elastic IP. So this time we're not using the default IP provided for us. we're creating an elastic IP so that whenever the instance is rebooted, um, you will have an IP, a preserved IP for you. Yeah, so the output is the elastic IP, then the port, then yeah, this endpoint here. So that is it. So I'm going to copy this, go directly to my CloudFormation, create stack. Yeah, you can of course design the stack as well. The best way for you to understand what is CloudFormation, you can learn from these. So they have a sample which you can play with to understand how it's being set up. Yeah, so if you come template, choose YAML. So yeah, this is it. As a matter of fact, I just refactor this code to achieve what I'm trying to do. Yeah, so but in our case, we're gonna create new. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, we're gonna YAML paste this here and reload this. Yeah, let me just reload this. Yeah, template and paste. Yeah, reload. Yeah, this is it. So of course they provide this, and yeah, you can use this here to design your template just as if you're using CorelDRAW or Microsoft Word. Yeah, so that is it. So from here we can go ahead and if you want to validate it, yeah, then from here we can create a stack. Next, yeah, the name of the stack, OpenEMPI, the IAM ID. So remember we have the deterministic and probabilistic matching. Yeah, so we're gonna the allocator, yeah, 20. We use the default password. Yeah, you can choose whatever password you want to use. So I'll be using OpenEMPI. Yeah, key pair, already have that. Yeah. Um, for the EMI, OpenEMPI role. Yeah, so of course if you want to, you can change these the username. So next, yeah, delete all newly created resources just in case there's a rollback. Next, and that's it. Submit. So this will go ahead and of course provision the RDS for us, and as well the EC2 instance, and as soon as the EC2 instance is up and running, so this command would run as well. So that is it. So we're gonna wait a little bit for this task to be completed. Yeah, so I'm gonna pause this video and return back when it's ready.